Well, thank you for joining me. I've got another quad. This was bought for me by my wife. It's funny really, because she normally complains about the amount of quads that I've got. This makes number 5, and as you can see it's called the Syma X95 Air Wheels. They did do another version of this, which if I just go on my TV, you can see there is the Syma the X9. That was a year ago, so I'm assuming they've rebranded and decided to do this different new version. You can see it's red, silver, white propellers. Let's take out the box, and as you can see it's very similar, quite lightweight. The transmitter, again standard Syma transmitter, power on, power off, and fly as you would normally do. Buttons on the top for inversion and for speed control, which I shall go through in a moment. Takes, I think it's 4 AA batteries. Just bear with me a second. You do actually get a free screwdriver, which is in the box there. Let's pop the back cover off. Oh. A little bit fiddly. Yeah, it needs 4 Duracells, not Duracells, or 4 pencil batteries. I always recommend Duracells, they are the better ones. Seems I'm missing 2 of them, so bear with me a second while I just go and find 2 more. Okay, so that's the 4 Duracells in, and that goes on. And as it is intended really for children, they have a screw in the back just to keep the battery cover on. Stops the children from taking the batteries out, swallowing them, playing with them, etc. So a quick look at the remote. Let's turn the power on first of all. And as you can see, I'm just going to take the camera off. Oh. As you can see, the normal display on the front, you get the sort of pitch movement there, left and right. Little gauges go up and down, show how much power you're using, and again, little steering wheel left and right, forwards and backwards. Normal trim controls you get, left trim, right trim, yaw trim, etc. Buttons on the top, that's for speed mode and for eversion as they tend to call it. They do want to start with a slow speed when you're driving, just to get used to it. So I'm going to pop a battery in, and I will take you through how well it flies. Put it back on my head again, bear with me. Okay, battery's been on charge. Let's get it out. Normal standard Syma battery. Okay, let's open the bottom cover. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing now. I've got to tilt the camera down. Open the bottom cover. Oh, that's a Syma battery from my other Syma quad, but they've changed the battery type. Curious. Hold on. Because I happen to have the right charger here, and as you can see, it has a different plug on it, and a different socket. It's quite a tight fit. So for some reason they've changed the way the batteries are. I'm assuming to keep ahead of competition, people producing knockoff batteries and knockoff chargers, etc. I'll put that to one side. And the plug is keyed. You can only put it in one way. If you go in, that's the way it would go in. If you turn it over and try to put it in the wrong way, it simply doesn't fit. You can see it just doesn't want to go in. So let's pop it in that way then. It is a bit of a struggle to get the wires to go back in there. You have to sort of pack it in, and this bottom bit is a bit, you have to just fiddle with it a bit to get it to sit down properly. Once it's down, clip the lock in. Let's put the box out the way for a second. Turn off the transmitter. Remember, you always have to start these with the vehicle first, so turn it on. Flashes lights, turn on, and then up and down. I see now all the lights have gone steady. They are quite bright lights, so it's good for flying, you know, night time, late evening. I haven't actually flown outside with it yet. It's not really been the weather for it. Tilt my camera a little bit. So to drive, this is your stick to drive. And I'll just try and get this so you can see both what's going on. Pressing forward drives the car forward. Pulling it back drives the car backwards. When you want to go forwards and turn, it's up and to the right, or up and to the left, up and to the right. As easy as that. Oh, you do get the hang of it. It is a bit of a strange thing, because if you're used to driving RC cars, then you'll know that you normally would use this stick for forwards and backwards and that stick to steer with. So start the motors, leave the stick, they stop on their own after a couple of seconds. And it's quite nice. Now one thing I do want to show you, just take the camera up again, is the speed mode. As you can see this, here it says low speed. And if I click, I think it's that one there, double beep, and it now says H for high. Let's put my camera back on again. You can see now when I drive, let's hold the camera up, oh, excuse me a second, fingers in the way. It's now a lot faster, and I can do donuts on my living room floor. Now, as I said, I've not tried this outside yet, but I hope to at some stage. So forwards, and then if you press your trigger, it goes into flying mode. Land it, drive forward, blade stop, and it drives on the floor. It's actually quite fun to play with. Unfortunately, to say this is not really designed for sort of indoors on my laminate flooring, owes to the fact that the wheels can't get much of a grip. Just click off the mark, and it's yaw rate. That's its full yaw rate. It'd be nice if it had a little camera attached to it, like it's like the X5 and so on. But it is still quite fun to fly. What I'll do now is I'll just land, and I'll now switch down to low speed. So left button, one beep, put it into low mode, and you can see now it's a bit slow on the ground. And I'll take off. Now that is full yaw. But you'll find that the pitch, that is left and right roll. You see it doesn't roll anywhere near as fast as it does in expert mode. It's very, very slow to yaw, very slow to move forwards and backwards. For a child to start with, it would be suitable. Let them get the hang of how it moves. But once you progress, switch it to high mode, and you can see now it moves a whole lot quicker. And yes, you can go forwards and take off. And it's a little bit of fun. The best part about it is if it stops somewhere out the way, you can just drive it back to yourself when you finish with it. Battery time is about 6 minutes. Lights will start to flash when the battery gets low. It is a rather simple construction. It's actually quite nice. It does actually run on this this carpet quite well. And at some point when the weather's alright, I'll take it outside and we'll see what it flies like with a little bit of wind behind it. See how high it can go. But that's for another day. So I'll leave you with the flying car. One thing I have noticed is when you pitch back and pitch forward, it tends to stop quite quickly. It doesn't seem to carry on momentum wise. It says it's a six axis gyro in it, so maybe that's why. But you see, it is actually really stable. It's just fun to fly. It's fun to land on the ground and then drive it around. Really is a nice little quad to play with. Not actually jumped any ramps yet. Oh, caught in the cable. But I mean, if you do get caught in the cable, oh, like that. Let's just get caught in the cable. Let's say we're caught, we just fly off it. And again, up and down. That was close call with the cup. Also included in the box, of course, is a spare set of props, because no doubt for a child, if you're first playing with it, you will end up damaging the prop ends, so you do get a spare set. I'm going to assume they're available on eBay, standard Syma blades. So that's the Syma X95 flying car. I really do love it. I'll be playing with it a lot more. I need to get some more batteries. The batteries, by the way, they're about £8 each on eBay, or you can find a sort of multi-pack, 5 of them with the charger, for about £20. Now, as I said, the battery wire is different. You can buy chargers similar to this one. Bear with me a second. And what they do is they have an adapter from that type to that type, so you can plug in the adapter and then plug the battery into it. Or you can actually find them with that type of battery connector, which seems to be the new standard coming out now for Syma. So there we go, the Syma X95 flying car. A great little quad to fly around. Good fun.